Hey guys, welcome back to Quickplay, and we are going to jump back into Caves of Cud. And we're going to continue with our friend Akazo. Now, when we left off, Akazo had come to a crossroads in his life. He's currently sitting in Joppa, and he has three choices. He can go to the ruins of Id. He can go north to Red Rock, or he can head across the salt dunes and do his pilgrimage to the temple of the 6-day stilt. So let's look at all these options, see what Akazo should do. So Id is over here, and I have a few concerns about traveling to Id. Firstly, the terrain is this jungly vibe, and the jungles of Cud are populated by goat folk, and goat folk are pretty tough. So Id's chances of survival are dramatically decreased if we visit Id. If we head to Red Rock, it's just a cave, and so we'll be able to maybe pick up some fun things, some artifacts, maybe it'll randomly generate some nice weapons for us, maybe some nice armor, so probably worth a visit, actually. And it should be relatively easy and not too difficult, especially with Akazo's current level. The 6-day stilt is a journey across the salt dunes. Now, it's not, despite its distance, it's not actually too much of a harsh journey. The two things that we might encounter that will, or the three things rather, is firstly, it is a desert, so we do need to make sure we have enough water to get there. The second thing is bandits, Isakari raiders, I think they're called, and they are fairly dangerous, and it depends what level you are. I remember being a fairly high level character and they weren't a problem at all, but I don't know if Akazo's reached that level where things like raiders aren't going to be a problem. But the second is far more, or the third is far more deadly, and that's the Dawn Glider. The Dawn Glider is sort of a dragon-style creature. So those are the things we might face. I think the important thing for us to do is just have a look at how much Akazo is carrying. And right now we've got 254 pounds out of 345 pounds. So if we were to go to Red Rock, we've probably got enough space in our bag to do a fair bit of picking up of extra things, and there are a couple of things here that we can drop. We can probably go and sell the bark armor and a couple of these other sort of things that are taking up space. We've also got a lot of water, so we can probably store that in a chest somewhere in Joppa. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick around in Joppa for now, just to go and sell a few things, and then maybe drop some of the water off that we've got in a chest somewhere in town. So let's speak to Tam and trade. So we've got 44 lead slugs. Now 44 lead slugs is probably a good amount of slugs for our trip into Red Rock. I don't want to sell those books, they're useful. I don't need a glow sphere, but I've got one. Of course, I've got one. So I'm going to sell some of the things that Akazo's not proficient in. So we've got an iron battle axe, but we've got a steel vine reaper and a freezing iron battle axe. So this is very sort of boring. We've got a sturdy short bow. That's worth keeping. These are sort of questy items. I've got a box of crayons. Probably don't need that. And I've got 2 beaded bracelets. They're very light. So we're going to sell some of these copper nuggets as well. So that bumps up the amount of water that we've got. And I don't have enough containers to carry that amount of water. Yikes. So we can't really sell anything, to be honest. So what are we going to do now? We are going to go into one of these houses. Close the door. We're going to open this chest. And we're going to store some items in this chest. This is going to be our special item chest. So I'm going to stick... I might want that. I'm going to stick some of the less useful items in this chest. Things that we probably won't need on our journey to Red Rock. You know, things like bracelets and crayons and copper nuggets aren't going to do us well. I'm also going to get rid of some of this water, and not get rid of it, just store it, because we don't need this amount of water. In fact, even the amount of water I've put in here is just, I mean, the amount of water I've kept is actually just too much, to be honest, but you never know. So let's have a look. Now we're sitting on 163 pounds out of 345, and that's a little bit more doable. I've got this bark armor, which I think I will actually sell. I don't think it's worth anything, but let's try. Yeah, it's worth, yeah, 1. Yeah. Oh, I don't have enough. You know, I should have been paying attention. I don't have enough. Or you know what I could do is I could just buy a water skin as part of this trade. So let's just do that. There we go. Water skin 14. It's a terrible trade because I have to pony up some cash. But now I've got at least an extra water skin, and that's useful if I encounter some sort of freshwater well. All right, I think we're ready to head on up to Red Rock. Oh, but I've noticed some ruins. So we're going to investigate those. Maybe this will be our lucky day. The blue Parietal Chisel. Cool. All right. Interesting. This looks interesting. What? I wonder if we'll find anything here that we can... like a stairway down. Let's do some walking around. Doesn't seem to be any hostile... Ooh! Ooh. This is why you've got to be so careful. So here we are. The rifle turret... see what I've got. I don't know if my gun is loaded. It is. Alright. I flinched away. I flinched away again. Got him! Nice. Alright. Now if we have a look at that. 194 lead slugs. Perfect. Perfect. So that means we've got enough ammo for a fair amount of time, as long as we use it sparingly. It does mean at this point, creeping around these ruins becomes an exercise in caution, because there are turrets around here. And I'm fairly certain there are more turrets than just the one. So I'm going to pick up some of this stuff. I've got a short bow. They're not worth picking up. I've got a water... I need some water skins, so I'm going to take that out. And I'm going to identify this weird artifact quickly, because hand grenades are... Oh. Well, I broke it, so whatever. I'm going to just drop it, because what's the point? Sometimes... we do stupid things. Alright, so it's dusk. So the sun is going to start... Oh, I just want to see if I can look at that. It's a rifle turret. It's warming up. I want to see if I can fire at it. It's... Oh, I flinched. Took him out. So, fortunately... Let's just reload. Fortunately, another 194 lead slugs. So we are good in the lead slug department, and it's always good to have a lot of bullets on you, especially since the traders seem to carry very few bullets at any given point. All right, so the sun is setting. Our night vision starting to kick in, hence the green. Alright, so we got another weird artifact. The rest of the stuff I don't really care about. So let's just see if we can identify this one. A defoliant grenade. So basically, I think a defoliant grenade is useful for mushrooms and things. I'm not sure. Really not sure. I love it when the sun goes down in this game, especially if you don't have night vision. You'll see there's these little stars everywhere. It's an indication that the sun's down. And someone on one of the forums said those are fireflies, which that's nice. It's a nice touch. Fireflies. Oh, there's a leech, but he's full, so I'm not going to attack a full leech. This particular world is very leech heavy, and sometimes it happens. Sometimes the world will generate with those dragonflies aren't getting along with the glow pads there. I'm just doing a proper wander to see if there is any stairway down somewhere where we can do a little bit more exploring. It doesn't look like it, so let's carry on with our journey to Red Rock. And here we are, Red Rock. Sun is coming up now. We're still sated. We are not hungry yet, surprisingly. And let's do a bit of a wander and see if we can find the entrance to the Red Rock Caverns. The Red Rock Caverns usually are full of snapjaw scavengers, so it's not going to be too difficult or too challenging. But I do want to try go down a little bit deeper than what I usually go down, which is around level 3. What is this? Snapjaw vine wafers. Oh, the bats are going nuts. At this high level, I mean, not that level 11's a high level, it's just snapjaw scavengers are not, in fact, all snapjaws, very few of them are challenging. I do think this might be a, yep, this is a, you'll see his name there is in pink. He is a special snapjaw. He's a swarm alpha. He's loved by snapjaws. He's disliked by the Fellowship of Wardens. Good thing the warden is here. You'd take him out. Just fire our weapon at him. He's still in perfect condition. These guys are a little bit tougher than your average. Alright, he's injured. So we attack. He's still injured. And he's dead. Oh, wait a minute. He's not. He's not. We somehow killed the guy standing behind him. That's fine. He's badly wounded. And I think in the next attack we're going to get a little message. Yep, we are. So my reputation with snapjaws has decreased by 220 to negative 695. You are now despised by snapjaws. And my reputation with the Fellowship of Wardens has increased by 105 to negative 45. That's a good thing to increase because the warden in town seems very cantankerous. Alright, so there's a staircase down. I mean, I could just shortcut this journey and head straight down, but so you never know. You never know. Oh, I need to reload. Yeah, alright. So I am a little bit wounded. I'm going to just sit in a corner here and heal up, and off we go. 2 chests. Oh, nothing useful. Nothing useful. Oh, there's a copper nugget that is worth a little bit. Alright. Oh, I see there's something I missed here. What is this? Failed energy relay. A basic toolkit. Now, this only comes in handy if I start tinkering, which I probably will at some point. And tinkering will allow me to craft my own technology, which is very useful. Okay, let's see what have we got here. Yeah, snapjaws very rarely carry anything useful, although in some cases I have picked up electric bows, and those are pretty cool. Alright, here we are. surrounded by snapjaws, but my most pressing concern is, yep, seed spitters. Alright, the rest of these guys can attack in their own time. They're not really gonna hurt me. Cool, we got a millipede coming in. Our experience is gonna grow very slowly, to be honest, in Red Rock. And it's nice because when I've got a lot of lead slugs, you know, we don't really have to do the up close combat thing, which is nice. Especially with the desert rifle, since it holds 5 slugs at a time, so we don't have to do that much reloading. That's something. You hear that? Alright. Oh. So that's a snapjaw shotgunner. And I've picked up a weird artifact from him, and let's just examine it. Pump action shotgun. So that's useful. I think I do have some shotgun shells, so if we do run out of bullets or we want to painted leather armor, I'm just going to look at this painted leather armor because okay, so it's got a plus 50 reputation with the Sextant Broker cult, and it's painted with the scene of the life of ancient Ilipator II. If you remember our last video, there were we were picking up a lot of things about Ilipator, especially the 4th and the 5th, so we've got some data around here, some stories here around Ilipator II, how he wreaked havoc on the salt worshipping precinct of Terramore, forcibly relocating the families of Beetles and Arachnids. He became known as Terramore Scourge. So I'm going to get this because perhaps we might be able to sell it. I am hungry now. My character is hungry. Akazo is hungry. So we will cook. I hate it when it does this sometimes where you're sort of frozen a little bit. Oh, there we go. Let's preserve fresh foods. Let's choose ingredients. We don't have a lot going on here, so I'm going to just cook some star apple jam with vine wafer sheaf and a dram of Sagittal seed spit. Sounds delicious. Okay. Whenever you drink fresh water, there's a 25% chance one of your negative status effects is removed at random. I don't have any negative status effects, so fairly useless effect to have. Oh, okay. As we proceed through the Red Rock strata. All right, wooden arrow, copper nugget. Get some copper nuggets. All right. You see, my experience is climbing, but incredibly slowly. Incredibly slowly. Alright, let's... Oh, I am bloody. Gosh darn it. What are those things called? I just want to make sure. Young ivory. Yeah, they just shoot out the floor with their nasty... Oh, the dread root scaring me away. Alright. We've got... Caves of Code is one of those games where when you level up, you really feel the difference when you're fighting lower level characters. It's not like a game, for example, like Skyrim, where the bad guys level up with you. You know, if you really want to challenge yourself and get more experience points, you've got to explore the world a little more, and so maybe the choice to come to Red Rock was a poor one because we are not being challenged too much here, and the result is that our experience is increasing incredibly slowly, and we really haven't picked up anything fantastic to show for our efforts. So, you know, maybe we'll encounter some something interesting. You can run, but you can't hide. Let's have a look. Anything interesting? Nope. Keep walking. The spiders I usually leave because they only attack you if you walk into one of their webs, and you know. Okay, so there's a chest which we didn't notice before. Let's just take care of this. Sturdy leather moccasins. Meh. Alright, let's keep walking. You know, you never know. There might be something interesting in one of these chests. Maybe. Yeah, well, you know, star apples are good. Vine wafers are good. Another water skin doesn't hurt. Oh. Okay. Now, there's a lot of millipedes in this room, which makes me wonder if there isn't some sort of nest somewhere. Doesn't seem like it, though. Let's just do another quick walk around. No, doesn't seem like it. Okay, let's go down another level. Now, the thing is that in theory, as you progress through levels and go down deeper, things should get harder. So let's have a look. Nothing really looking difficult at the moment. Somebody died there. Oh, Gershlings. Now, if we got the Mehmet quest, what we would want to do is pick up a Gershling body and take it back to Joppa, and that would be the you know, end of the quest. And we'd get some experience, but I don't think that will work without Mehmet around to actually give us the original quest. So, oh, the beetles here are hostile. And they're tough. Oh, see, now we're getting a challenge. Now my health is not doing well, so I'm gonna leg it. And that was a sudden increase in difficulty, which is fine. Oh, he's been waiting for me. Oh, see, now he's docile. And I think what probably happened is I accidentally hurt one of them. And, you know, the whole lot turned hostile. Either that or they're allied. They have an alliance with one of the creatures that I've killed. Or that I was busy killing. But we'll see. We'll see what happens if I start taking out some of the bad guys. The problem with using a weapon like the one I'm using is that sometimes you miss and you hit other things and they get caught in the crossfire, and you know, things go a bit south. Lots of shotgun shells lying around here. Weird artifact, which clearly is a grenade. Okay, copper nugget. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, more shotgun shells. Okay, so now I'm swimming. And swimming is fine. It just means that if someone's on the shore, they've got a bit of an advantage when they... one lead slug. Is it even worth it? Now, I think what annoyed the beetles, especially John... No, what annoyed the beetles, I think, was my attacks on the Gershlings. Fortunately, I think... in that case, none of the beetles saw me commit that horrendous act of murder. So we're all good there. And so we proceed along our journey. Oh, need to reload. I have another character which I'm playing with, and he's, or she, has an automatic weapon, which is really cool in some ways and really not cool in other ways, but it does mean less keeping track of your of how many bullets you've got loaded in your gun, because taking them out. I'm picking up a lot of shotgun shells. How many have I got now? 24. I mean, it's still nothing compared to the amount of bullets I've got, but shotgun shell. Shotgun. You collect 10 drams of water. That is something worth noting, is that the deeper you delve, the more fresh water there is. And as we know, water is currency. Alright, let's have a look around. Looks like we haven't found a stairway down. Which makes me wonder if there is a stairway down. Because Red Rock might only be deep enough for you to finish the original quest. As supplied by Mehmet, who is not doing so well these days. If you watch the opening episode of Akazo's journey, you would know that the first thing we witnessed was a brutal massacre in the town of Joppa. The warden just lost his cool and murdered Mehmet, who is one of the chief quest givers in Joppa. He also murdered several vine farmers. And that's the thing about this game, is that, and I'll show it to you quickly. Here's the reputations I have with various factions. And you can see that dogs love me. Alright, that's cool. Fish, not a fan. The Fellowship of Wardens, well, we better sort that out. Horses don't care. Equins don't care about me. Horses don't care. Flowers don't mind me. Frogs do not like me. Fungi. Gersh. Okay, so we've been killing a lot of Gersh, or Gershlings, really. You aren't welcome in their holy places. Glowwites, not loving me. Goat folk, problem. Grazing hedonists and hermits aren't a fan either, but they don't care. But aggressive ones will attack. Insects, the Isakari tribe, yep. Mollusks don't like me. Yeah, so Snapjaws probably hate me by far, although the Terramore Bane kinfolk, and I think that this was the last episode where it was a bunch of leeches aligned to that faction, and we just took them down at Chinatown. Joppa aren't loving me. That'd be interesting to know why. Okay. Guess we can't find that out. Okay, cool. So vines don't like me and worms don't like me. Well, you know, I don't like vines or worms either. It seems to me like Red Rock is only 3 levels deep, and but it does continue on if we keep swimming down the river. So here we are, 4 strata deep. Sorry, it's not 3, it's 4. Can we use our shotgun while we're swimming? Sorry, our desert rifle. Yes. Let's just get out the water here. Take care of some of these guys. Alright. Like Jackie Chan here, man. Just taking people out left and right. Dual wielding. I've got a whip in one hand, I've got an axe in another hand, and then every now and then I whip out my my desert rifle. So there's a Snapjaw scavenger having a swim. He doesn't seem to have noticed me. He's living his best life in the pool. I'm gonna have to dive in the water here, so in we go, and yep, let's climb out. We're wet, we're dripping. We're leaving little wet trails everywhere. Oh, I need to reload. Well, let's just do this hand to hand. Alright, here we go. Everything is wet. If we have a look, wet leather apron, everything this guy is carrying was wet. And that's what happens when you swim. Alright. Now, the cool thing about this is now having the Joppa recoiler means that I can explore a little bit without worrying about getting lost. And that's a big difference, because if you don't have that recoiler, you're pretty much going to spend your time trying to find your way back. Now, we are hungry now, but we can wait a little bit. Bandages are always useful, especially if you've got a bleeder. Alright, I just want to see how many points. I've got 35 skill points, so we are really looking for that level up to make some progress as a character. Okay. Engraved bark armor, also a source of lore. And this is about Reshef. So, after conferring with mysterious strangers, Reshef convinced them to help him find a harborage for the purpose of receiving visitors from across the clustered cosmos. They named it Starfarer's Way. I love that. I hope we get... we don't get directions to where Starfarer's Way is. That would have been cool. Have I opened this? Yes. Alright. So, it seems this underwater river does continue on for a while. Let's just make sure we've explored thoroughly. You don't want to miss some important things by not looking around. And I think now's the time to cook something. Preserve our fresh foods. And let's we got some extra bear jerky. So let's see what we do here. I eat the meal. Whenever you use a salve or an obenostrum injector, you get 32% max HP for 1 hour. So I don't have... I have a salve, but I don't have an obenostrum injector. So... and what that does is because the game is so detailed, you can actually lose limbs. And that'll lead to a lot of bleeding. But once you get the blood sorted out... Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Once you get the bleeding sorted out, you're obviously missing a limb. The obenostrum injector allows you to grow limbs back. Alright, we are having some serious issues here because there's a lot of wildlife here that does not like us, and there's a lot of... The crabs especially are of concern. We don't really want those to get too close. We've got one here right next to me. Alright, we're going to survive this. I don't really see this being too much of a problem. We've already taken care of the more difficult crabs. There are some knoll worms there. Knoll, I don't know. I'm going to say they're knoll worms because... Alright. So, that beetle's busy working on that. And the beetle, I think, is much tougher than the... Yep, he is. Alright, so the knoll worms have all been wiped out by the scavengers, which is very, very strange. They're pretty tough, those things. So let's just grab this copper nugget and these vine wafers. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna call it a day when we get oh, there's the knoll worm. Let's have a look at him. He's in perfect condition. Yep, thought so. Also, this seems to be yep, it's a okay, what's his name? Let's try say that. Mufberwoff Ohumbuma. Alright. What we want to do is get rid of the most violent of these two creatures as soon as possible. Alright, the knoll worm is taken care of, but I'm not doing too well. So I'm going to hit the runny button and get out of this situation as soon as I can. Now I was bleeding. I'm going to get to the river here. I'm going to turn and fire a few shots off at this chap. He is moving fast, but he is close to death. So Yes, great. So my reputation with Snapjaws has decreased. And my reputation with the Terramore Bane kinfolk has once again decreased. But tortoises are loving me. Great. And my reputation with winged animals has increased. Fantastic. So, all in all, that was a very good kill. Let's just see if he was carrying anything useful. He had a wooden buckler. That's going to mess with my ability to dodge, so no. Have we looked in here? Yes, we have. Wooden arrow, not interested. Okay, I'm just going to hang out here a little bit and rest. But apparently I spotted a nullworm. Let's go check it out. Yep, there he is. Yep, he is jumping in the water. We're going to fire at him and took him out. So let's rest. I've seen a cave spider. So I've just got to find a little corner where my character can't spot things that make him nervous. Cool. All right. All rested up. We're good. Let's take some jumping in the water, having a good swim around this river. Okay. All right. Let's just cross the river and have a look and see if there's anything of interest. Yep. Beetles still love us. It's good. More spiders. It's a very natural tunnel, if you could call it that. There's no technology down here. This is just a natural cave system that we're exploring. Now we have a choice. We can either go left or down. So I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna follow the river a little bit, Bear Grylls style. Okay, building the zone, freezing the zone, and the river came to an end, it appears. Oh, nope, it continues there. Now someone's opening and closing a door. Oh, here comes a crab. Oh my gosh. He's injured, he's wounded, and he's badly wounded, and now he's dead. Let's just reload a weapon. Now, I see an issue. The issue is that there appears to be a lot of horrible things coming my way. Right, let me just make sure that I'm... Alright. Reload. Alright, so that's fine. So there's some doors and things here. So what I was saying about natural cave system, completely moot point. Because clearly another... What is this? I've picked up a cured dawn glider tail. That's nice. We can add that to our ingredient. Ooh, okay. I'm getting double teamed by two very tough enemies. So I might want to take a break in a moment after I've taken care of these two snapjaws. Let's chill in the corner here and just get some more. You have to play this game with such caution, especially when you don't know what to expect. And to be honest, you never really know what to expect because everything is randomly generated. Certain places, well, almost all the places you go to will be completely new experiences. Even if you go to 6 Days Stilt, you might find fights breaking out despite it being a temple of peace. Now, this is where I'm getting nervous. If I look at that little slug snout, oh, they can be single-handedly wipe a hero out. Now, he seems to be distracted, so I'm going to... Yep, took him out. Alright, taking care of the... Sorry, I just had to check how many slugs I have. Ooh, seems like some sort of fancy scroll has been dropped by someone. Alright, let's grab it. What is it? Get. Okay, so we got some furs. Bleh. A leather apron. And an advertisement for the workshop. Alright, let's have a look at this. Let's read it. Come, 25 parasangs east and 2 parasangs north of Golgotha. I'm going to keep this. And the reason is I don't want to explain what a parasang is right now because, to be honest, I have a rough idea of what a parasang is. Opal pommeled steel battle axe. That sounds very fancy. I will take it. Alright. So I guess if I'm facing down, to the right on the screen anyway, is a pit. I'm not going to jump down a pit. Well, I could actually jump down a pit because I've got the Joppa recoiler. So if it's an unpleasant experience, I could always just head back to Joppa. Alright, I just want to explore, and like I say, I don't want to explore that direction. I want to kind of stick following the river. So let's do that. I just want to make sure that there's nothing remotely interesting. Oh, there's a giant ape. Let's make sure. Albino ape. Sit in the middle of the great white head of this ape are 2 red eyes that gleam with savage intellect. Snowy white fur covers the ape's hulking frame. He lifts an enormous fist and beats his chest in fury as you approach. Well, he's not hostile, so whatever, man. Okay. Somebody has a gun and they're shooting at me. Oh, they're shooting at the ape. Okay, so these are wet Arcanauts. They're Arcanauts. They're actually playable characters, so you can play as an Arcanaut. But clearly, they're not happy with the apes. They don't have a good relationship with apes. So there's a bit of a battle happening there. I'm not going to get involved because I'm friends with both of those factions. And yeah, it's just the kind of person I am. Just let people sort their lives out. You know what I mean? You do you, boo. All right. Now here is a... Looks like there's something, but I'm really... Alright, let's get into here. Some jugs of things. Alright, let's jump back in the water here and keep swimming down this river. Cool, another room full of death. Creepy crawlies. Now the key I need to remember is that for some reason that nullworm is running away from me, so I'm going to take advantage of that. He's obviously attracted to something else on the map that he's interested in taking out. Oh, he sprinted back here fairly quickly. We're still on full health. And nullworm is dead. And we're close to leveling up, so... We are being attacked from all sides. And we're still sitting in the water like blonkers. Alright. Alright. This eyeless crab is freaking good at what... I'm having this little battle up here. Meanwhile, and the rest of the map is also having its little war is happening. If there's anything useful. Oh, looks like we've oh, there's some fun happening there. Creatures running everywhere. It's just chaos down here. Chaos. Alright, cool. Cool. Critical hits. There's just I'm just gonna stand at a distance here and just watch this play out. Oh, okay, never mind. I'll get involved because you're now all running towards me. There we go, level 12, plus 1 to each attribute, 98 skill points, 1 hit point. Okay, so our attribute point, where shall we distribute it? I'm leaning towards handing it over to agility. Done. We're super agile now, which I think unlocks some extra axe proficiencies. Yep. Nope. Does it? No. Strength is what we were looking for. You fool. Okay, anyway. I'm gonna unlock Carbide Chef simply because that gives us the ability to remember. I'm gonna just unlock the whole lot of cooking and gathering because it is incredibly useful. And alright, so let's just finish up taking care of all the bad guys on this map. Just so that when we come back here, we're not... that's very cool. Witch with wreath, not that fun. Okay, guys. It's been super real. That was Caves of Cud, the continuation of Akazo's journey. And it was good. It was good playing with you, my friends. You have a lovely afternoon, evening, morning, whatever you're doing. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, etc., etc. Walla walla fish cake. You do what you have to do. Yeah. Okay. Bye.